every single one of you in here are possible people. Say aye, aye.
Aye, aye.
Repeat after me. I am possible. I can do all things that can strengthen me, that can push me, that can make me an overcomer, that can make me an achiever. I have a right and a destiny to be a success. Can you say aye, aye? Can you say aye, aye? I'm going to get religious. Can you say amen? All right, can you say hallelujah? And you don't have to believe the same because it all means the same thing. So like I said before, my name's Mark. I am Possible Clarke. And I don't believe anything different in my life now. Nothing different at all. I believe that everything is possible. If I work hard, do the right thing, give back without anybody knowing, and put myself in a position that I can help my community, my family, and the people around me, it will be a blessing to help people. It will be a blessing to be for my family. It will be a blessing to see me rise up from being this guy. Because you see, that's me. When I was just so young. Hold on a sec, Roy, there should be some track there behind it. Excuse me. Excuse me, it's always technical. It's always something technical. Okay. Doesn't matter, I can do it anyway. This was me at a very young age. As you can see, I was a really nice child. As you can see, I was the apple of my family's eye. As you can see, I never got in trouble. This guy, if you ever told him that he would become what he became, he would have told you it's a lie. But this guy, at this time, was living in a dysfunctional family. Being the baby, yes, I'm the baby. Being the baby of 5. We lived in a house where my parents came from Jamaica and worked hard. 1, 2. They came from Jamaica and they worked hard. I don't need a microphone. I have a voice that transcends above and beyond. Okay, so, in my family home, my dad was the disciplinarian. He didn't just spare the rod. He spared the shoes, the belt, the piece of pipe, everything. And the thing about it was, if we were in safeguarding issues today, I would have been brought up as a child in care. But we had to suffer it. What was safeguarding? The doctor told my mum, the next time he comes with a broken bone, I'll call the police. So I began to put on masks. I was the laughable rogue, always getting in trouble never enough. I had a bit of an entrepreneurial skill as well. I used to go to school and make them little chocolate crispy cake, you know them? Little chocolate crispy cake. I used to sell them in school for 2 pence. Right? But that was my first ever company to get liquidated by my dad. Because all that was happening was he was going, oh, keep taking the Rice Krispies about to go back and making this mess. So that company got liquidated. But as I went through school, I changed. Because I had to keep hiding the fact that I was just getting beaten day in and day out and day in and day out. Until one day I broke. Have you all ever had a time when you've just broke? When you just break? When you say to yourself, enough is enough. You ever had them times? I had that at 11 years of age. And this is what I said to myself. Nobody is going to tell me what to do again. So right was right, and wrong was wrong, and wrong was right, and right was wrong, as far as I was concerned. And that became my identity. Because the only place that I managed to get any attention was when I was misbehaving at school. And that led me to leave school. It led me to leave school and try and find a job. I got fired from one job because I was left-handed. I got fired from another one because I was black. I got fired from another one because I was working too hard. But I saw people making money. Older people, guys selling drugs, committing crimes. One day a man looked at me and he said to me, in this country you get paid 12 or 52 times out of 360 odd days a year, and they take most of that money before you get it. He pulled out a big wad of money in front of me and went, you see me, I get my money every day and nobody don't take it from me. That to me, at that time, seemed like a really good idea. So, I turned into this guy. I turned into a bad boy soldier. See, look, I had the locks and everything. I was called Mr. Hanari because I was a big guy and I was a debt collector. If I put you down in that chair and I bottle up that kettle in front of you, you're paying up the money. I was a drug dealer for the Irish. I used to move from Cricklewood to South London to North London, and I became that bad boy. I was that bad boy. I was that soldier on road who didn't care, who made the love of money be my root to all of my evils. I would go to prison when they would send me away and put me in a 6-foot cell and tell me I was just a number. And that's what they used to do to me. Put me in a cell, tell me I'm just a number. And I'd have all the good ideas about what I'm going to do when I come out. And when I would come out, all that would happen is I'd go back to the same thing again. My favourite book says this, a dog always returns to his vomit. And that's all I did. I robbed, I stole, I didn't care. I slept around with women, I did whatever I wanted, just as long as it was me. Yeah, I was selfish. Selfish for the money, selfish for the women, selfish for everything. Until one day, it got the better of me. Until one day, selling crack cocaine, being a weed smoker. Don't touch them things there, you know. I was that guy. And one fatal night was the beginning of the end. I started taking crack cocaine and lost everything and everybody, just like that. And that was just the beginning. Because from there, because I'm an all or nothing kind of guy, as you see tonight, I went straight to heroin. Not even on the foil, I went straight into injecting. My veins right now, they take more time trying to cannulate me, putting the anesthetic than an operation takes. And I lost everything. And I became this guy. 6.5 stone, eating off of the streets of Liverpool at my worst. Sleeping in the rough streets, robbing and stealing just to fix my habit. I didn't care about anything about it unless it was drugs. My mum, she lost a son. She had somebody that disappeared from her eyes. She used to say to me, Mark, because I used to put all my pressure on her with drugs, she used to say, Mark, I live the consequences of your life and I don't even get the benefits of the high. And it was terrible. I was nobody's, people labeling me crackhead, junkie and all the rest of it. And something needed to change. Because in every situation, something needs to change. That day was the first day in treatment where I made up my mind. And I'm telling you, some of you in here today, you man them, I'm talking to the man. There's certain things in your life that you need to make up your mind. Can you say aye aye? Aye aye. All the man them say aye aye. Aye aye. Because there is nothing more powerful in this world than a changed life. Change your mind and go and get back your child. Change your mind and stand up for what's right for your family when it comes to mental health. Change your mind and refuse to sit down and say no. Because I tell you something, when you do, you make a difference. And for me that day, I changed. I changed. I changed from being the junkie to being this guy. The guy you see before you today, Mark Anthony Clarke, CEO of one of the most successful drug and alcohol agencies in Luton and in the surrounding counties. Because I looked at a problem and I addressed it. You know what we do sometimes? We sit down and go, why they not this? Why they not that? Why they not this? No, you do it. You do it. Stop talking about it. If you find you're the one that keeps talking about it, you do it. And I changed. You want to turn up the tune because I have to hear this bit? Because that's what happened. I faced all my challenges. I did all that I need to do. Can you turn up a bit? Can you turn this up a bit? I changed. I changed. I love these tunes. Listen. Listen to the words of this song. Because every day is a battle, every day is a challenge. But you've got to find that strength. You've got to dig deep. You have to. Because we do, as men, we slip and we slide and we try to hide from ourselves. When really truly it's on us. We are the head, not the tail. Bottom line. The minute you start acting as a tail, not even your woman will respect you. Bottom line. Bottom line. We are supposed to be the hunters, the gatherers, the feeders, the protectors of our children and our families. Man, them say amen.
Amen.
Man, them say aye, aye.
Aye, aye.
Because that's the bottom line. And we have to. We have to move forward. We have to keep going. We have to keep doing what we're doing today. What? Man, then put your hand in the air. All right, maybe you can put your hand up too. It's a man's world. It's a man's world. And besides, every man is a good woman too. Man, then say aye, aye. Because if it wasn't for your woman rubbing your head, if it wasn't for your woman telling you it's going to be all right, you wouldn't be here. So who are you? Who are you? What gives you the right to call yourself man? Look around. Are you doing what a man should do? And sometimes that means going against how you feel. Sometimes that means it's better to be happy than right. Sometimes it means shut up and listen to the woman. Because the woman will always have your best interests at heart. If you're in a good, strong relationship and you're being a man, trust me, she will be the woman. But if you ain't being the man and you ain't stepping up, she will draw back. She won't stand with you. She will stand and leave you. Stepping up as a man means a woman needs to know that no matter what you do or say, you've got her. My wife earns her own money. But when I eat, she eats. My wife turns up on a Sunday, Monday morning at work to a bunch of flowers. And she didn't have to do nothing for it. Who are you? Who are you when you're with your friends? Who are you when you're on the street? Who are you? Who are you representing as men? Because it's on us. Because you know the bottom line of these young children who are doing what they're doing, they're only doing it because they've been watching us. Bottom line, we have to set the example. Man, them say aye, aye. Aye, aye. Bottom line, because this is what we have to remember. When I was a child, I thought I was a child, but now I am a man. Put on the childish thing then. Stop the childish thing. Has anybody heard of the 80-20 rule when it comes to cheating? A man will have a woman who gives him 80% of her life and her heart. And then the man will see somebody that only needs 20% because that 20% is just what he sees. And he will think that's everything because he won't take the time to rejuvenate what he has at home. A man who was in a marriage for nearly 40 odd years, I asked him, what's the key? He said to me this: don't stop doing what you did in the beginning. Brothers, can you say aye, aye? Aye. And what this man will do, he will go to the 20% and realize he's left at 80% and be with the 20%. And the 20% can't wash, can't cook, can't be around, Can't do nothing but look pretty. That's why he was with her. And then by that time it's too late, the kind play stupid. I run with the 20% and the 80% gone to a man who will appreciate her for the rest of her life. We've made those mistakes, I've been there. So that's why we need to put down our toys, things of youth. T.D. Jakes taught me that. We need to put down our toys because we go for them sometimes, we keep picking them up. We keep picking them up thinking it's going to be better. No, what you have is the best you're going to get. Just work on the rest. And if you're single, take time. There's no hurry. Moving on. Man in the place, and I'm going like this. Man in the place, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Younger brothers, everybody repeat after me. Believe in yourself. Women too. Believe in yourself. Yes, and if you have faith, believe in a power greater than yourself to push you through as well. Believe in yourself. Believe that you are a possible person and your life will change. And you know the bottom line is this: if this 7.5 stone drug addict can do it, none of you ain't got no excuse. Because I'm pushing forward and I'm doing my thing and no one ain't stopping me. You want to know why? Because I don't believe in no glass ceiling. Why? Because I've got big dirty boots that will break that glass as far as I'm concerned. There ain't no colour that they can tell me that I am that I can't get. Forget that. Stop the mentality. Stop that stupid mentality. I don't care who wants to tell me different. Stop this stupid mentality. And I am proof of that. Because people gave me 100 grand last year and they don't even met me. So what excuse do you have? Oh, don't worry, I did good with it and served the community. Before I start fierce folk, you see where I'm buying 2 pretty shirt. I'm buying a shirt. Buy 2 pretty aftershop at Giacomo. Can't get your nerves. So believe in yourself, guys. That's the key. Because when you believe in yourself and you set the example in front of your children, they will believe in you instead of believing in some rapper saying, go get your money, go get your drugs, go get your girl, go get your money. Because that's who they believe in. Because they ain't seen us elevate. They seen them quick money man elevate. We need to elevate. Because if we don't, we're going to lose a generation. Because we're losing them already. And we're the ones to blame. Do you know a child spends 40,000 hours with their parents before they even go to school? Did you know that? 8,000 of those hours are come about in a year in spare time. It's on us. It's on us to teach them to be a man, to teach them to have a softer side and appreciate a woman. It's on us. And if you don't believe in yourself because you messed up too many times, and hey, I've messed up many times, but you see my daughter, the last time a man wanted to date her, I told him to go to my car. In the car was a sack, a boot, and a shoe. And he saw that and he'd come back in. And I said this to him: if she's happy, I'm happy. If she ain't happy, it's a whole different ballgame. And we have to believe in ourselves enough to do that, to protect our children. We got too much children. They go, Chuck, what do you know? You was never there. And I've got a daughter who does that to me too. She lost her mind. But my younger one, she's still up there. Right? So we got to be there for them. Let's work together. Let's work together. Everybody say, let's work together. Let's work together. Because it takes a community to bring up a child. So we have to work together. And we have to beat the drums and move forward. We have to. We have to. If we don't work together as one, it's a thing called synergy. Do you know what synergy is? I'll explain it. If I had a 1,000-pound block in front of me, me one can't move it. But if you get behind me, get with me, and push against mental health, push against drugs and alcohol, push against drug and alcohol addictions, push against gang-related incidences, push against me, I can't stand. Who has an ability and a gift to move it forward, don't work with one of my friends.
Yeah.
Bottom line, we've got to do this together, innit? Innit? Do it together, innit? Nudge your head, just nudge your head. Brothers, iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. You have a problem. Maybe I can help you solve it. Let's see what we can do. You have a problem in this area that you may be able to help me with. Let's see what we can do. We start a group, a committee. We all start sharpening one another. Men, iron sharpens iron. Never forget that. Because we need it. We need it in this day and age. We need it. We need to put down the backbiting. We need to put down the backstabbing. We need to stop watching what everybody's got and start work together so we can all have. Because we should own our community.
That's right.
Can you say aye aye?
Aye, aye.
We should own our community because they're telling us already that we can buy it. But we will not get it unless we come together. Look at the Chinese. Look at the Asians. That's them coming together. Okay, look at China. They took over the world in so many different areas by just coming together with things that weren't really, you could actually find where they are. Computers, steel, all of that kind of stuff. Never had it, but they thought, you know what? Didn't do too well in the war, so let's sort it out. So why can't we do that? Because nothing's new under the sun. We have the same minds they do. We have great minds. Some of these great minds are in our children. I tell my young people when I work with them, look next to you. That could be the next president. That could be the next high court sheriff. That could be the next this. That could be the next that. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Because there's a thing called a paradigm that works in your subconscious. Okay, and it's all the habits of your life. You see, and it all works underneath. That's why when you look at your pitney and you say to them, why did you do that? And they go, I don't know. It's because their thinking system is completely different from their belief system. And it takes a thing called praxis, a changing of the thought, a changing of the mind, and a changing of the way you think to believe that. And that comes from encouragement, empowerment, belief, truth, standing by them, and letting them know that they can do greater and better. Ask yourself this question as a parent. How many times do you pull your child down in comparison to how much they lift them? You lift them up. If you're doing more of the negative, they will become what they are. So a man thinks, so a man is. And men, as the dominant race, we are the one, not the dominant over women, but dominant that we lead in certain areas alongside women as well. But in our households, we're the one that keeps them in line, and mommy and dad come together and say, why? We have to work together. We have to, because iron sharpens iron. This is where you can catch me. See me on Facebook. But we can do this. We can do it as a nation and as a nation of people. I implore every single man in here to step up. Step up in every area of your life. You get free texts. It don't cost you nothing to text your wife in the middle of the morning, I love you. Don't cost you a thing, but you need a whole lot more later. Because when you don't want to go to Tesco, she will say it's all right. Okay? We have what it takes to be who we're supposed to be. For the final time tonight, let me hear all the man then bang on this table and say aye aye. Bang it down, bang it down.